What is going on, everybody? My name is Japes. Welcome back to another episode in my path to power. Before we get into the episode, if you guys are looking to pick up any MSP or PSN cards, make sure to check out the gamekeys.co.uk, or if FIFA coins are more your thing, check out justfifacoins.com. You can use the code Japes to get yourself a 5% discount on their instant delivery. So we are back in the New Year's Cup because I want the prize pack with all the players that are untradeable, which is fine by me. There are always so many people that come and say, oh, look what I got in my untradeable pack. Isn't that terrible? And I'm like, actually, no, that's pretty awesome. So it came up against this guy, and he is a sweat devil. Look at that team. It is just built for sweat, other than Fernandez, which I thought was kind of a bizarre addition to this team. But the rest of it built for sweat, and I misjudged this tackle by a little bit, by just enough that I wasn't able to cleanly take it away, and it ends up finding its way to Bender, and he bangs home in the 15th minute to make it 1-0 to the bad guys, because we're, of course, always going to be the good guys in these episodes. So I've got a little bit of work ahead of me, but as with most sweaty players, they're going to make mistakes as soon as they get a little bit of confidence, and it's not too far later. Welbeck slots in for Çalhanoğlu to just barely squeak it by, barely tap it past the on-rushing keeper. And I've talked about this, I feel like at this point, a million different times. When you rush your keeper out, they're gonna make mistakes. It's just the way they're built on this game for the AI to work. We managed to nick this one away and work it away quickly on a counterattack. Bender's gonna play in Dermich, and Dermich is actually quite good. You know, Swiss players are pretty solid this year on FIFA. There are a lot of Swiss players that I'm pretty big fans of. I'd go as far to say. You could probably make I might have to make a Swiss team and play around with it a little bit, because you've got, of course, Shaqiri, or informed Shaqiri, informed Dermich. You've got Stalker out there. I think there is another inform. I think Barnetta has an inform, but he's as a left mid, even though I think he played center mid the game that I think EA kind of messed that one up. But that has been known to happen from time to time with where informs are played. Sometimes it's difficult if a player is kind of roaming all about to figure out where they were on the team sheet. But we managed to pull 2 goals back really quick before halftime. Bang, bang. And we are now up 3-1. And I was in the driver's seat then. 45 minutes left to go. I was feeling pretty confident. I'm doing well with the 3 back. One of the things that I wanted to kind of talk about is I hope that next year EA release all the different formations in the game. Now, the reason I've been trying to figure out the reason they don't do this, or they haven't done this already, because they did away with formation cards last year. So that is a fantastic finish from the young Danny Welbeck. But they did away with the formation cards now 2 years ago, I think, and there really is no reason to not have them in the game. Before, I could understand it, because, I mean, every time you add a new formation, you have to add a new formation card, and then that dilutes packs even more, and then blah, 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 blah. But the way that it's set up now, formation cards are non-existent. Players only have to move, you only have to change their position to fit them into different formations. So, like in pro clubs, I've been screwing around with the 3-4-3 diamond, with the 3-5-1-1, and I would love to play some of those formations in Ultimate Team. I think it would be really, really enjoyable and really fun. Of course, you'd get players that roll the 5-4-1, stuff like that. They're super, super sweaty defensive and counterattack formations, but that is fine. Because there are ways you can, of course, counter that, just like every formation in FIFA. Now, I don't think custom formations are the way to go, because that's how you end up figuring out ways to kind of exploit the game. I would like to see them added custom tactics tab to just where they have the instructions as well. I think that would be good fun and a nice addition to make Ultimate Team a little bit more involved, a little bit more in-depth than it already is. But that's a nice pass, finding Welbeck in on through. Terrible finish. My finishing in those situations has just been so sketchy. I feel like last episode I had a shot almost just like that from a very similar position that popped back out to Emenike, and then it was a diving header on home to, in this match at least, take a 1-0 lead in the 28th minute. And this guy was a subscriber as well, so shout out to him. He tweeted and he said, "Good game, Japes." But that's a nice little pass across, and you guys know that I will think that is a smart decision, not a sweaty decision. I don't think this team, I think sweaty is it's a type of player that goes with a play style. And I don't think that this team is ultra sweaty. So playing it across, and this is Calhanoglu. Don't mind if I do. Terrible keeper error, but a good enough free kick to cause the keeper error. He is absolutely brilliant. I talked about him quite heavily in the last episode, but he's a player that if you have in your team anywhere 37, 38, 39 yards in, I'd say, you will definitely have a chance to score. And again, taken down right here. But I promised myself this time it would be a better free kick. I would not kick it off or bounce it off the keeper and have it go in. So we're going to take a little bit more time to line this up after big Lars Bender taken down by Caceres. But here we go. I'm using the driven free kick from 29 yards out. We're going to try to clip just by the side of the wall and curl it back in, and that is exactly what we do. So I'm holding up and left on the left stick, probably somewhere. If you look at the left stick like it'd be a clock, it'd be somewhere about 10:30 on the clock, to give you guys an idea of what direction or where I'm holding it directionally. So we do get a little bit of top spin, a little bit of side spin, and a whole lot of goal scoring goodness from Mr. Calhanoglu, who has made just an incredible name for himself the past few years in the Bundesliga. But he kind of gave up and he started doing some silly things. We scored with Dermich, and that was an easy goal, and I thought, why not take it? Let's keep my players in good form. Let's get them the goals. Make those stats look all the bit tastier. But he was pretty much done at this point, and he rage quits on out, which I haven't done yet this year. I've wanted to, but EA nice enough to give us 0 coins for this match, which was pretty brutal. I was worried that I wouldn't be moving on to the next round of the cup, but I do indeed move on to the next round, so everything is A-okay. But that's where we're going to come to a close of this Friday edition of Path to Power. I hope you guys did enjoy it. If you did, like a thumbs up, it'd be greatly appreciated. Other than that, my name is Japes, and I will catch you all next time.